Hey guys, got a relatively short video for you today. We're gonna cover the little bit of work on the Stomp shear and do a few cleaning up and improvements on it and get ready to do our new pedal and clean up the clamp and do a few other things. So hope you guys enjoy. Thanks. I decided to clean up the clamp. Some of these came without a clamp at all, but mine's got a clamp, and I figured I'd clean it up and repaint it yellow. Just kind of, I don't want to knock all the history off this thing. It's got a really great look to it. This is a World War II squaring shear. But I figured I'd repaint the clamp yellow. Just clean it up a little bit. In addition to cleaning up the working surface and the blade, putting some new springs on it, building a new pedal for it. I just figured, it should look pretty good like this. I don't think I'm going to rob too much history by painting the clamp, leaving the rest of the patina on the thing. Here you can see I'm using a little prep all to degrease it, get the surface cleaned up enough to take a little paint. I'm not going to use any primer on this. I'm just going to stick with a little rattle can Krylon, and should be good enough. Really not trying to do some crazy full restoration on this thing. Just clean it up a little bit and make it function well. I want to preserve the history. I'm painting the clamp yellow so nobody sticks their hand under there, because I don't think I'd be that dumb. But I want parts of it to be shiny and parts of it to be clean, and also parts of it to have its original age, and primarily I want it to function correctly. I want it to have good springs. I want it to have a nice solid pedal. But I'm not gonna stress too much, about the looks of the thing. I'm just gonna, clean it up a little bit, but try to keep its original looks. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the deck surface cleaned up. There's a measuring line on both sides. So I got one of them cleaned up, which I showed earlier in the video, but I'll get the other side cleaned up. I don't think I'm going to use the guides or the stops on this very often. So right now, I'm really just focusing on getting this thing squared up and cleaned up. The blade alignment seems to be really excellent right now. So I don't think I'll have any issues there, and the blade looks to be in good shape. Just have to order the springs. Had a little trouble tracking them down the correct springs, and have to build a new pedal for it because the cast pedal is just too damaged. I'm not going to try to save that thing. Too far gone. But I think I can build one that's a little bit better than the original anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe the deck surface down with liquid WD-40. Should help as a rust preventative, keep that working surface from getting corroded and as nasty as it was before. And a large chunk of that stuff was just shop debris from whatever shop it was in before. But I think the WD-40 should help keep it nice and clean. Next up, what we're gonna do is I got this piece of pipe, and this is going to be my pivot. So one of the things I noticed is the newer generation of this Stomp shear Mine is a 1942. The generation that came out in the late 50s had a very different pedal. I'm guessing the cast pedal, which weighs a ton, was not a very good design for them. And the newer generation is a very similar Stomp Shear, but it has this solid pipe that runs across the back. Now, the pipe I bought was a little too short, so I'm going to extend it in the middle. But that's going to be my pivot point for the rear, and then I'll have to design legs to come off of that. And I have a piece of angle iron that's going to be my front actual stepping surface. So I think this is going to work pretty well for the thing. I'm going to have to design my own turnbuckle system for adjusting the pedal height, but I think I'm capable of doing that. Pretty much going to do it for this one. I know content's been kind of slow and short this month. It's been hunting season. It ends on Sunday though, so next video will be putting the X member in the Roadster, and I appreciate you guys all bearing with me through this month. But we're going to be getting back to building hot rods and stuff quick here. On the 5th, I'll be ordering the springs for the Stomp Shear, and then we'll finish up in the last video, building the rest of the foot pedal, putting the springs in, and giving it a test. But if you guys like the content and you're not subscribed, hit that button. I'd appreciate it. It's free, and it really helped me out. Hit the like button. If you got any questions, comments, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks.